Good morning, everybody from Potomac Curling Club. This is Draw 5 of the 2025 Potomac Junior Bonspiel. We have our commentators this morning. I'm Mike Steele.
And I'm Stephen Lappert.
Good morning, everybody. We're at Potomac Curling Club in Laurel, Maryland. 4 games going on this morning. Over on Sheet A, we have a semifinal of our developmental bracket. It's Potomac 2 versus the Spooky Sweepers. Sheets B, C, and D, it's the last game of pool play for our more experienced bracket of players. Sheet B, we have Team Davis versus the Philly Dream Team. Sheet C, we have Team Carlson versus the Sigma Moggers. And Sheet D, we have Sweeping Angels versus Team Quesadilla from Bucks Curling Club in Pennsylvania. If you have listened to our other streams this weekend, you already know what I'm about to say. If you're new to listening to us, we have 2 video streams. One stream is covering sheets B and C, and one stream is covering sheets A and D. But we only have one audio feed, so regardless of which game you think you're watching, you're going to hear Steve and I talking about mostly the games going on sheet B and C. If it's confusing, you can mute us. We try and do a couple little score checks on what's going on A and D occasionally, though. Teams are out there getting warmed up right now, flipping coins, picking rock colors, and choosing who gets the hammer. It's an early game this morning, but the kids look energized and ready to go, perhaps a little more energized than the webcasting crew, but we have our coffees. We're ready to talk.
Looks like they've had their breakfast. They're ready to go. Team Davis with the Captain America pants.
Yes, they are Captain America pants. Some teams go with a unified shirt or jersey. They have gone with the unified pants theme. A creative choice. I like it. I might steal that for a future Bonspiel of my own.
Very recognizable.
Yes, they kind of look like curling houses on the stream from a distance.
From a distance.
Up close, they are definitely Captain America shields.
All right. Looks like Matthew Lappert is lead for Team Carlson. He's getting ready to start with his first shot. And the first stone is away on sheet C. The sweep is on. Looks like it's coming into the house just as a biter.
Just going to touch the house. Oh, fully in the 12-foot circle.
And the call is takeout on sheet C.
First rock is off on sheet B also. They're looking for a center guard. And Team Davis's guard slides the whole way down to just past the tee line.
And it looks like the takeout attempt was a little wide on sheet C, so the yellow stone remains in the house on the 12-foot. Team Carlson ready with their second shot. And Philly Dream Team with their first shot. Looks like another takeout attempt on sheet B.
All 4 games underway now. If you're new to watching curling, maybe you're just tuning in to watch your own child or grandchild play this morning. These teams with their first rocks typically try and throw something called a guard, and that's going to be a blocker stone out front. This area of white on the screen is the guard zone. They want to get rocks in this area. Typically the team that's throwing first wants to get their rocks near the center line. Teams that are throwing second want to get their rocks off to the side. And that's a strategy that we use. Those guards will serve as blockers to hide other scoring rocks behind later in the end. Sheet C has one high guard down at the bottom of your screen. We're going to call that a high guard because from the perspective of the skip standing in the house, it's high up. It's at the bottom of your screen right now, though. No guards in play on sheet B, just one Philly team stone right on the button. And the button is that center red and white circle.
And so far the takeouts haven't been able to knock the stones out. Ice might be a little faster than they're expecting at this point.
Yeah, the first end, the leads in the first end really have to figure out what the ice is doing this morning. Sometimes you need a lot of force at the beginning of the game to get the rock down there, and sometimes you just give it a little push and it glides down. And it's just part of the game to figure that out for your team, whether the ice is, it's really just a difference when you push off of maybe 2 or 3/10 of a second how fast you slide out to the hog line. But that makes a huge difference in how far that rock's going to go at the far end. And these leads right now, throwing their first 2 rocks, are trying to figure that out for their teams. You might see some of the kids with stopwatches in some of the advanced games. They'll be timing those rocks between the 2 dark blue hog lines to see how fast rocks are moving on the ice this morning.
And it looks like they've taken out the yellow stone on sheet C.
Yep.
Hard to tell. It looks like it's not quite touching. Hard with the camera angle, but it looks like it's
looks like a guard from our
guard.
camera angle. We can't really tell. Our cameras don't look directly straight down at that part of the sheet. So sometimes it looks that way on the screen, and it's not that way if you're actually standing directly over the rock. But we'll say it's a guard for now. With the first 5 rocks in each end, you're not allowed to hit the other team's guards out of play, which makes those guard shots we're talking about really powerful at the beginning of the end. They're really trying to build up a structure, a defensive structure at the beginning that they can curl stones around into the house to generate offense later in the end.
So Team Carlson has curled a stone in, not completely hidden. Looks like they can still see a piece of it around the guard. The call looks like it's another takeout.
Morning, Ken Clark here, joining in on the commentary.
Welcome, Ken.
Looks like we have a draw weight on sheet B.
Yeah, looks like a pretty good draw. Is it going to make it down to the button? I think it is.
It is.
Yep.
It's going to just tap that yellow stone back.
Excellent.
Beautiful shot.
So now red, Team Davis sitting shot.
Just by the guard, tapped it back nicely.
So it's still, the red one's hittable, but there's a reasonable chance of a jam on the yellow one if they hit it. So we got to be.
Yeah, it's open. It's open for the hit, but it's not an easy hit. But that's what Philly Dream Team is lining up their broom and their rock for, calling the hit here.
And it looks like Team Carlson's calling for a hit. Get rid of the guard.
Yes, now that they are past the first 5 rocks, all rocks in play are fair game to be hit out. Signal Mugger's hit coming in, and it's just to the left. Maybe didn't curl in as much as they thought it would.
Takeouts have looked pretty straight so far this morning.
Yeah, the upweight, the heavier, faster shots, really going straight and not curling as much. That could change as ice conditions change during the game. The more they throw rocks down the sheet, the more they sweep it, changes the characteristics of the ice. That's part of the game for the skips to figure out what's going on and figure out where to put their broom in the right place to set the target for those hits.
So sheet B, Team Davis trying to get another red rock in the house. Looks a little heavy.
Yeah, it looks a little heavy.
Maybe they're trying to hit the yellow one.
They're trying to hit the yellow one in the back.
Yeah, probably trying to hit the yellow, but it's not curling enough.
Just to the right. Again, didn't curl as much as they thought maybe it would.
Looks like Team Carlson's going for a takeout of the red stone on sheet C.
Yeah, Carlson has 2 nice guards set up.
Ooh,
Just missed the hit. We might see that a lot in the first end, and as teams figure out what the ice is doing this morning, they'll dial in where to set the broom for those hits as the game goes on.
On sheet B, it looks like they are going to make the hit this time, but will it jam on the yellow or will it clear?
Oh, just past the yellow. Clears it out.
And it spun out.
It spun out. Still in play, not out of bounds, but not touching the house to score.
The main thing was they got the red out, so they're happy with that shot.
It's hard to see over here on the edge in the overhead view, but you can see it in the front view, that yellow stone still hanging out in the back. Didn't touch the red sideline, so it's still in play.
It looks like Team Carlson is setting up again for the takeout, giving a little bit less ice this time. Starting
Team
to figure it
Davis
out.
Also trying the same takeout again. That's a second rock from the Vice, Jeremy Steele, who
Looks like it might make the hit this time.
happens to have the same last name as me.
Hits and spills out on sheet B.
Yep, but he cleared it out. They have a clean house on sheet B now. Both teams made their hits that time.
So back to draws again on sheet B.
Looks like the call is less ice. Team Carlson's figuring out a little bit that the lines are pretty straight.
And they're up to the last 2 stones. Henrik Carlson, the skip, about to throw his first.
This one looks to be pretty on target.
Yep, made the hit.
And hard to tell if it's biting at this angle. It might be on the edge.
Yeah, like we said, it's hard to tell from our camera angle. I suspect it's probably a biter. They're taking a close look at it.
Usually you can tell by how they react to it.
Yeah, they're reacting by putting up, calling for the hit, so they must believe that it's touching.
A very nice draw on sheet B.
Yeah, Philly made a really nice draw right, touching the back of the button.
Well buried behind the guard, but the guard's high, so you can still get to that one with the right weight.
Yeah, you can see this guard up here sort of directly covers that draw path, makes it harder to make a direct hit on that yellow in the back.
So they decided to try drawing down to it.
Yep. Instead of hitting, they'll just try and put one right in front of it.
Yeah.
Good backing, so if it's a little bit heavy, they can
just
tap it back if
right
needed.
there. That's the target.
And Team Davis doesn't have hammers, so if they get this rock frozen on the yellow one on the button, then they're in really good shape for not having hammer.
And looks like the takeout was successful on sheet C. Once again, a clean house. Clean house with 2 stones to go.
Draws coming in on sheet B now. They were sweeping it down the sheet. Now they've called the sweepers off. Oh, it's just a little bit heavy. It's going to slide just past. Will it stick around? No.
Skip swept it out.
Skip swept it out. Skips are allowed to sweep the other team's rocks once they cross that T line. That's this horizontal line across the middle of the house.
You're not displaying that.
Did it not show up?
Nope.
Oh. I thought I was using the telestrator. Oh, I tested it before.
And here comes Team Carlson's
There it
final.
is. You had it there.
Okay.
Team Carlson's final shot. Looks like he's trying to draw in around the guards.
He does have 2 nice guards to work with there, so if he can get it around. It's not curling back in, though. It's really staying out there on the wing.
It's a bit heavy.
It's going to slide right past. So Sigma Muggers have hammer. That's the last shot of the end. That's a big advantage to go last because you can put your rock anywhere and nobody can hit it out. So they have a chance to score 1 now.
They just have to touch
They
somewhere
just
in the
have to
house.
touch anywhere in that circle, and they'll score 1.
Final stone is off. It looks like they're opting for the blank end.
Yep, he's just throwing it hard to go for the blank.
That is a strategy. If you're only going to score one, usually when you have hammer, you're trying to score 2 or more points. And if you don't have the opportunity to get 2 or more, and it's an empty house, you can throw straight through, take a 0, and that way you keep hammer for the next end to try again.
Over on sheet B, a yellow draw coming down. I think it'll stop in the house. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
still heavy.
Yeah, it's still sliding along.
Just slides right through.
So
Pretty fast ice for a first end.
now Team Davis will have another chance to try that draw that they just tried. And
Yellow still has hammer though, so
yep, but if they
Philly will get another chance at that.
But if Davis manages to draw to the button right now, that's they have a good chance of stealing.
And Henrik is calling for a center line guard. We'll see if the lead adjusts this time and throws a little bit lighter weight than he did with his first stone in the last end.
All right, Jack Davis, last stone of the first end on sheet B. Looks like a draw. Sweepers, they got on it quickly, but then got right back off again. I think it's going a little bit faster than they thought it was. Really needs to curl. Needs to make that curve in and slow down.
Just kind of following the rock, their previous rock at the moment.
Yep, followed the same path as the last one.
All right, so now Philly Dream Team just needs to draw in, touch the house for 2 on sheet B. Sheet C looks like Henrik got his center guard that he wanted.
They got their center guard. It's up, just came off the center line. It's a high guard, but it does clog up the middle of the house. That's pretty typical strategy when you don't have the hammer, when you don't have the last shot, is you want to clog up the center. Make it hard to get rocks into the center of the house. And if you do have hammer, you do have the last shot, you want to keep that center of the ice open. They're going to put their guards maybe on the sides, or looks like Sigma Moggers are trying to get their first rock aggressively into the house early.
Still a little fast.
A little fast. It's going to slide through.
And we have the hammer shot on sheet B. Again, he just has to touch anywhere in the house to score 2. The sweepers are on it.
Yeah, sweepers were on it early. Let's see if it has enough momentum to carry down to the house.
Yep.
Got it now.
I think they're going to get it.
They just have to touch.
But they're going for the button anyway, just because they can. All right, beautiful.
Very nice. Look at those two, just both of them touching the button right in the middle.
So
that's going to be 2 points for Philly Dream Team in the first end.
Team Carlson sending another stone. This one looks a little fast as well.
Over on sheet D, it was 3 red for sheet D, Sweeping Angels.
Looks like this one will be in the house. We want to get that behind the guard if we can. Sweepers will get it protected.
Good.
Nicely lined up.
Skips rocks. Last rock coming on sheet A. If you're watching the sheet A and D feed, we have an excellent demonstration of guards going on there that I was talking about. Spooky Sweepers have 2 in the house, but there's 6 guards out front protecting those rocks in the house. Yellow has the last shot, though, to try and get something in there.
Sheet C, they were red rock. I think they're trying to tap that yellow one, but it's not going to curl quite enough.
Still going pretty straight for that speed.
Yeah, it didn't want to curl.
So well placed down. It avoided the tap as they're trying to avoid the guard bringing it in.
Looks like Philly's guard slipped into the house. Team Davis is going to try and put their own guard up on the other side of the ice.
Looks like Team Carlson's putting another one in the house. It might be a little heavy.
Yeah, maybe a little sweeping will make it through.
And it's been swept out.
Just swept through. Both teams getting fooled by the speed of the ice on that sheet this morning.
Well, looks like the red rock on sheet B is actually sting and biting.
It is in play. It's touching the house.
It hung on at the back.
It's touching the back line, but you're allowed to touch the back line. To be out of bounds at the back, the rock has to be fully over that back line. So that rock is in play.
Unlike the sidelines, where you touch the sideline, you're out.
Philly trying again for a center guard. You could see the skip put his broom a little bit inside this time, gave him less ice. Sweepers
Sigma
going
Mog.
hard to try and get that rock, try and get that guard over the line, and they do.
Sigma Moggers are going to do a nice tap back.
Oh,
Very
excellent.
nice shot. Just taps that yellow rock back about 4 feet, and they are sitting right on the right next to the button, nicely protected behind that guard.
And it looks like the call from Team Carlson is to do the same thing.
Yep.
Knock that one back and take its place.
This high yellow guard that they put up there at the front of the beginning of the end, still protecting this zone. So you can't directly hit it, but you can curl around, and that's what they're going to try and do.
Now the sweep is on early. Looks like it's just going to
Oh, might
miss it.
graze it. Nope. Goes to the back of the house, but it catches their earlier rock, and so it stays in. Team Davis gets one in the house behind that guard on the left side.
Sheet C looks like the stone has enough weight to be top of the house. Maybe a little bit more. Might actually tap
They're
their
going
own
to tap
stone.
their own. And will it go out? It does go out.
Opportunity for a little bump and roll on sheet C.
They can't hit it straight back. If they hit it straight back, it wrecks into their own yellow that's behind it. Can't really see it. It's underneath Henrik Carlson from our view, but you can hit the side of it and pop it out diagonally. That's probably what they're going to try and do from where Henrik set his broom.
Yep, coming in heavy.
Looks like they're going to try and hit our left side of the rock and pop the red out to the right. Oh, and they hit it straight on, and just like I said, goes straight back in and knocks the yellow out. But yellow does have rock in the red 4-foot circle. They just traded places.
Still exposed though. It's not really behind the guard.
And because it was a blank end in the first end with no score, Sigma Loggers does keep the hammer, so they will get the last shot in this end again.
And on sheet B, looks like Team Davis has a nice draw to the 4-foot.
Just asking to be hit.
Yeah, on sheet C, Sigma Moggers and Carlson just trading hits on whatever's there in the at the top of the 4-foot circle.
They know that line well now.
Yes, they've figured out the weight on that line, and they're going to try the same shot again.
So about
Run the red
weight.
back and spill the yellow over to the left. Sheet B team. They're calling for the lighter weight hit to try and get that red stone popped back, and they make it. It was a nice, looked like a hack weight hit. Not a really strong hit, just enough to knock the red stone out of the back of the house. But with a lighter weight, less force on the shot, the yellow rock doesn't pop out also. The yellow rock sticks around in the 4-foot for them. And now they're going to try and trade hits with Team Davis. Throwing the red rock now. Sweeping hard, try and keep that rock straight as it comes down the ice. And they nicely catch a piece. I don't think they meant to stop that rock with their foot.
Yeah, he didn't realize the other rock. He meant to stop it, but
he meant to stop it. He forgot that he had that rock that's still in play at the back.
So it would have actually hit that rock out, but it probably won't matter in the end.
Yeah, it looks like red might have a biter on sheet C on the side. Looks like it's sticking around after the hit.
Yes.
Sheet D, the Sweeping Angels are getting a lot of red.
A lot of red rocks in that house, and they're putting one more in now.
On some of the earlier draws, they were struggling with their draw weights, but I think they finally
they've got it now. They found the right weight for that draw.
Yeah, they got all their rocks in play so far.
Team Quesadilla trying to do some damage control, maybe knock out a few and stick in if they
There's
can.
a lot of targets on that side of the ice. Just fling it hard down that side of the ice, and you're bound to hit something.
Back on sheet B, another nice draw in. I think this will stop in time to count. Yep.
Skipjack Davis trying to sweep it out, but very nice draw weight. Stays in the house.
It looks like they might be trying to just sit on the red.
Not trying to hit it out, maybe tap it a few inches, but
a little backing isn't bad there. Makes it hard to get rid of the yellow if the takeout is the call.
Yeah, if you hit it right on the nose now, if that yellow goes straight back, it's still going to make contact with the red and pop the red out of the house. That puts that yellow rock in a stronger position.
Oh, nice hit on sheet B.
While we're talking about the games, if you're new to the sport, if you have questions about what's going on or questions about the game or questions about the action, like I said earlier, we have two video streams running, one stream covering sheets A and D and one stream covering sheets B and C. We're watching the chat on the stream for sheets B and C. If you want to ask us questions, we'll answer them during the lulls between the shots.
A takeout shot looks like it might be a touch wide. No.
Oh, he hits them both.
Clears them both out.
So not a completely clear house. That red rock all the way over on the right is still counting. It looks like Carlson's going to try and clear that off and maybe get his own yellow rock to stick around in the house.
Ideally, he'd like to get it to roll behind the guard, but that might be a pretty challenging shot.
Yes. And even though that shot looks wide open, it can be hard to make shots all the way out on the edge of the house. They haven't really thrown rocks out there. They haven't swept out there. They might not know. Sometimes the rocks don't curl as much or curl more than you think out there when you haven't played on that particular piece of ice yet.
The red rock on sheet B is coming in a little fast, but we're going to get a tick, which will take out some of the energy and slow it down.
Sweeping hard on sheet C. And he
of,
makes the hit.
And it curls
Yellow,
back.
yellow rock doesn't really come back into the house, but it looks like it's still a biter. It just replaced the red one. So
again, a challenging shot to get to it.
now Sigma Moggers are going to try and make the same shot and trade hits. Sheet B, we're up to Skip's rocks. Sheet C, Sigma Moggers trying that same wide hit that Team Carlson just made. Let's see if they can get it. Does it stay in bounds?
Does, and we have another clean
Stays
house.
in bounds and makes the hit, and then both
very
rocks
close to
are
the
out.
line. I couldn't tell if it was in bounds or not, but they seem to be happy with it. So
No one seems to be arguing about it.
Nope.
We might be heading for another blank end, unless Henrik can put one behind the guard in the house. Maybe force a
Oh,
one.
that was the last shot.
Oh, that was the last shot.
So it's another blank end on
It is
sheet
a
C. Sigma Moggers will keep the hammer, keep that last shot going into the third end.
Sounds like this might be a low-scoring game when we're done with it.
I've actually played games against Henrik before. He's very happy to have those clean houses and play a low-scoring game. That definitely suits his style.
Well, last year's final, they had 2 blank ends.
I remember
on the way
that.
to winning the championship in last year's Potomac. Blank ends are definitely part of the game plan.
First skips rock on sheet B for Jack Davis. Weiss has the broom all the way out on the right side of the 8-foot. Looks like he's maybe just going to try and draw in, get another rock inside the house. Sweepers are just cleaning early. Slowing down, they seem happy with the speed.
Looks like that'll be counting.
That shot's going to die right on the button, right on the tee line. Very nice shot.
All right, and on sheet C, the lead has put a center line guard. We do have the no tick rule, correct?
We are playing with the no tick rule. A recent addition to curling, but because that rock, that guard on sheet C is on the center line, the other team is not allowed to knock it off the center line. If they move it off the center line, they replace the guard and take their red rock out of play if they hit it by accident. I think that rule is maybe 2 years old now, is added to try and keep those guards in play and generate more offense.
And it looks like he is going to hit it
They
off.
did hit it off.
Now they can choose to
leave the rocks where they are if they want, but looks like that's what Henrik Karlsson's going to do. He's happy to have his rock in the house, and maybe he's going to set up another guard up top now.
Successful hit here on sheet B. Over on sheet D, I'm watching the last red rock. So far, they've gotten all 7 of the red rocks in the house.
They do, but there's that one red rock that's right in the middle of that cloud, and that's currently the second place rock. So
yep.
If they can get this one down, even though there's all those red rocks in the house on sheet D, red's only going to score 1 because that yellow rock on the left is out counting all of those. And yellow has one more chance to try and get another rock in. Looks like they're going to aim for the back of that red 4-foot circle over on sheet D.
Yeah, it looks like we have the hammer shot coming on sheet B.
Yep, last shot for Jack Davis.
Sheet C, looks like the stone ended up being a biter in the back.
Oh, knocks his own rock back.
So it's 1
So
yellow.
it looks like, yep, Sigma Mogger, Philly Dream Team is going to steal the point on that end.
Again, looks like a takeout effort on sheet C. Teams are starting to figure out the lines a little better. The takeouts are being more accurate. So knocked it out and rolled to the other side of the house.
If you're watching the game on sheet D, skips rock, the hammer shot coming in. Not going to make it to the 4-foot. Just going to die there in the 12-foot.
But luckily
But
didn't bump that red into count.
Yeah,
so.
didn't bump any of the red stones up any further. So it looks like Sweeping Angels only scoring 1.
There's a lot of danger coming in from that side.
Yep.
Big chance to bump forward another red.
We've all been there. We've all done that.
I've managed to do that this week, actually.
All right, sheet C, we tap the guard. To open it up a little bit more.
And the hammer shot over on sheet A, if you're watching that feed, comes up a little short, but Spooky Sweepers is... Oh, nope, that wasn't the hammer shot. One more. Yellow has the hammer. Yellow has one more chance to get a rock inside and prevent Spooky Sweepers from stealing another point.
Looks like Team Davis is calling for a freeze to the button. Maybe a tap back. Not necessarily looking to hit the stone out, just want to...
Yeah, that stone it's behind the button. It's behind the tee line. It went a little bit deep, so if you can put your red rock right on the button on top of it, that makes it pretty hard to remove without taking the yellow rock out.
It's not going to crawl back that much.
Nope. It's coming back in a little at the end, but...
On sheet A, hammer, trying to get it past the guard. It's going to clear the guard.
Oh, hits
no,
the guard.
Crash, just barely. It was looking good. So 1 red on sheet A. Steal of 1 for Spooky Sweepers.
So it looks like the call's a takeout on sheet C. I think they want to hit it on the left
Sweeping
side.
hard to try and make the rock curl a little more.
Yeah.
Not enough, just missed it by a centimeter or so.
On sheet B, a nice draw in. Going a little give the other one a tap, but keeps them both in the house. Now Team Davis is what? Do they want the hit? They want the draw again?
I would draw here. Both of those yellow rocks are behind the tee line. They're both, if you draw into that, you've got 2 rocks to catch you if you're a little heavy, and we've seen teams heavy with their draws all morning.
Looks like they're calling for the hit.
Team C, it looks like they're looking to draw in 1 more stone. Draw weight looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like a good hit coming in on sheet B.
Yep, they connect with it that time, and the red rock sticks around, stays in the house.
Team C, a little tick off the guard, and it's on the center line, just about on the 4-foot line. Team Carlson seems to be playing defense right here, knocking out some stones, hoping to stick.
He at least wants to get rid of that top, your bottom of the screen. He wants to get rid of that one, but I think he'd really like if they hit it just on the side, they can run that red rock back into the other red rock and clear both of them at once. Let's see if he gets it.
Coming in. Angle looks pretty good.
He got the angle. Moved the rocks around, left his shooter at the top of the house in a nice position, but
hard to tell who shot rock is. It might be yellow.
I think it's yellow from this camera angle.
Might be either one, but I think it is yellow.
Both of those rocks back at the back of the house, still counting.
And he'll probably want to hit this on the side, probably spill out his shooter. Danger is he doesn't want to go back into one of his own reds and knock himself out.
Yep, he hits it on the side, chips that yellow out diagonally, preserves his own rocks at the back of the house. So now Signal Augers has 2 rocks sitting there in the house out counting that yellow. Looks like Carlson is
calling for the hit again.
Is he going to call for the hit or is he going to freeze to it? Looks like he's thinking about his options. Nope, he's calling for the hit. He just signaled for the bumper weight hit. Bumper weight is just enough power to get your rock to that back bumper on the boards behind him. Not a super heavyweight hit, just enough hit to move that rock back about 3 feet and then keep the shooter in the rings. No need for a sweep. Looks like it's on.
Knocked his own stone out.
Knocked his own stone out, but he does get rid of the closer red stone, and his yellow stone does hang out on the right side of the ice. Still in play.
It looks like we're calling for another hit.
Yep. They're going to just try and trade hits here.
On sheet B, looks like the call is to draw in, possibly behind the red guard. Wade is looking pretty good to be in the house. Might be back of the house with this speed.
The hit rock is coming in fast for Signal Moggers on sheet C. Makes contact. Still just that one rock all the way back in the house. That's still touching the blue paint, so it counts.
So here we're calling for a freeze, it looks like.
Signal Moggers still has hammer. They still will get that last shot on sheet C. If that rock in the back is still counting, that could be a point for them.
So it looks like the call here is for Henrik to sit on the stone on the back.
Team Davis makes their hit. Clears that yellow out. So just one Philly stone still in the house. They're going to try and put their draw shot right back in the 8-foot again. Right, we're back where it was behind that red guard.
And Team Carlson, if they're successful with this shot, would force the Signal Moggers to take no more than 1 point. And then Carlson would get the hammer. So that may be the strategy that would...
yes, he's not throwing the hit. He's trying to just draw down with just enough to get maybe freeze to that back red.
You don't necessarily always want to hit your opponent's stone out. Sometimes if you can sit on it, you get a little
use it as a
protection
catcher, keep your rock in play.
Just has to curl a little bit more.
I don't think it's going to curl back there. It is going to stay in the house, though. And it is behind that guard. It's hittable, but it's not a super easy hit.
Off a little bit, you might knock your own red out.
Yeah, and the danger of hitting it is then the yellow rock could be drawn down to your...
yeah, if you come in, if you hit the rock on this side, that yellow is going to go right back and hit that red.
You're not displaying that.
And the yellow is going to stick around, and the red's going to pop out.
Oh, you weren't displaying the telescope there.
Wasn't showing again? You really want to hit the yellow right on the nose so the yellow goes straight back.
There it is.
There we go.
A lot of rotation on this stone coming in.
Place Jeremy Steele on sheet B.
Successful hit, and they stick.
Nice position for Signal Moggers on sheet C. 2 rocks in the back of the house, both behind guard. Team Davis, their shot, their hit attempt slides just to the left.
So again, Team Carlson's looking to just plant a stone in front of those two, make it hard to remove, and that would hold Signal Moggers to 1. Not an easy shot being behind the guard. Team Carlson seems to have a pretty good idea of what the curl is, what the speed that's necessary. Just has to execute it here.
Here comes the throw, and
Sweepers
on it right away. I think they're concerned that it's going to crash into that red guard. Now they need to be concerned that they don't hit that red guard into the house and gives Signal Moggers another point. Well, the red guard stays out. Yellow goes in.
Now knocking that out, they could get 2, and if they stick, that could be 3.
If they hit it right on the nose and their shooter rock sticks there, they could get 3, yes. On sheet B, Team Davis trying that hit again.
Looks better this time.
Just
Yeah,
around the
nice.
guard.
Perfect hit. Boom.
Perfect
Stick it.
nose hit. Runs that yellow rock straight out the back. Good shot for Jeremy Steele. And you can see this yellow guard is blocking that red rock that's in the house, making it hard to remove with a direct hit.
Once again, the sweepers are on it pretty early. Looks like it might be narrow.
It's going to get a
Oh, it
piece.
does
Is
get
it
a
going to
piece.
stay in the house? No, slides out the house. So
But
still
still
2
2
points for Sigma Muggers. Finally a score on sheet C.
The 2 blanks paid off. They did get more than 1 point here. I mean, the 2 blanks. Did I say that right? So on sheet B, trying a similar shot to the one that Team Davis did, but they're on the guard now. But they might
They're
drive
going to
the
hit
guard
their
back.
own guard. Are they going to run the
Oh,
guard
actually,
back?
it's going to work, I think.
It's a nice plan B.
Yeah.
Still works.
Not what they called for, but it works. That red rock is still in play, still touching the paint in the back, but Philly Dream Team has a very nice rock right there on the 4-foot circle. Looks like we're up to Skip's rocks. They're lining up a hit, I think.
Looks like they can see plenty of the stone.
Yes, they can. It's not under the guard. You can hit it directly. They're going to come at it from the left side and try and stick their own rock back behind the guard again.
And Sigma Muggers with their first throw. Looks like they've decided to put it in the house.
It was a little heavy to be a guard, so yeah, they've just decided, well, let's just sweep it all the way in. And
Touching the 4-foot.
here comes the hit for Team Davis. Looks wide. Maybe they're going to hit their own. They get their own accidental plan B.
All right.
Both teams making this
Both
back-to-back accidental,
Run
really
backs.
nice plan B shots.
Yeah.
Really showing off their fancy shots here.
Why do the easy one when he can do the fancy shot?
Of course, when I make that shot as a skip, I always claim that's what I called. That's exactly what I plan to do when I do it.
Or at least it was the plan B you were thinking of all along.
Yeah, I knew it all along.
All right, looks like the first lead shot on
Team
sheet
Carlson
C.
putting up a corner guard, protects the.
Oh, looks like it's coming
Oh, it's
in.
going to slide in and touch the house. So both teams have their first rock slide all the way to the house. Philly Dream Team, this is their last rock of the end.
Yeah, looks like they're going to make their hit.
Looks like they'll make the hit. But it looks like it won't stick.
So that red biter in the back is now a potential counter here.
All Jack Davis has to do now is get his rock to draw anywhere in the house and he can score 2 points.
And the takeout attempt on sheet C is a little wide. So Team Carlson sticks their biter in the front. A little more than a biter.
No! Just do takeout! Nose it!
And the final shot for Team Davis coming in. All they have to do is touch the house for a
Nobody's
second point.
sweeping. They must be okay with the weight. Now light clean.
Weight looks really good to get in there. It's by the guard.
No need for a sweep. That's going right to the 4-foot. Crosses the button. Philly will try and sweep it out the back, but it hits the brakes just in time. Team Davis is going to score 2. Very nice draw for Jack Davis.
Meanwhile, sheet C, nice hit in. The red rock is removed, but the shooter spins out. Looks like the call for the Sigma Moggers is a hit and roll. Knock it out and then sit somewhere in the house.
You know, these two teams just trading hits again in this end. It seems to be both teams comfortable with that style of play. And they make it. They leave their redstone just biting the 12-foot circle there on the right.
Just a tiny bit of roll.
Rolled a little bit, just enough to stay to roll over to the side into the house.
First shot coming in from Team Davis on sheet B. Call looks like to be a center guard. They got to get a little sweep on to get it over the hog line.
If you're watching the game on sheet D, Hammer Rock coming up for Team Quesadilla. Sweeping Angels have the one closest to the button right now. Quesadilla is going to try and draw around that cloud of guards and put one right in the 4-foot. Let's see if they can do it. Yep. Clean house again on sheet C. They make the hit. Shooter rolls out.
And sheet B at the very top of your screen, we do have a center line guard.
It is touching, it's high, but it's touching the center line. So Philly Dream Team can't move that stone until the after the fifth rock of the end. They've got to go around it.
So over on sheet D, the hammer coming into the house. Is it going to curl enough?
It's a little more to get to the house. It's past the guard, not enough weight to get down to the scoring area. So it looks like the Sweeping Angels are going to score one more.
Sleeping Moggers, a little high up.
Team Davis going for a hit here on sheet B. Looks like it hits the nose.
Hits the nose and sticks.
That's for you guys. That's for you guys.
If you're watching sheet A, hammer shot for third end coming up for Potomac 2. They're sitting one in the house already. If they can draw a second one down to the 4-foot, they could get multiple points and get the comeback going.
A little bit too much weight on the yellow stone on sheet C. They're able to sweep it out of the house.
What'd you do?
Touching the back line, but not over it.
Looks like Philly has also thrown a center guard that's going to stop right perfectly on the center line. So that rock is also safe for now. The 4th rock of the end can't be hit, but after the 5th rock, it's fair game.
Should say it can't be hit by a red rock. It can be. You can hit by your own. You can hit your own rock, your own guard.
It's like a little weight coming with the redstone.
All right, talking about hitting the guards. They're about to bump a guard here on sheet B.
Looks like it'll be back of the house probably. They might be able to sweep it out.
My bad.
Yeah, they're going to tap it in. Philly's happy with that. They're going to sweep their own rock all the way back into the house.
And it looks like the red rock is through on sheet C, so we still have a clean house. Not many guards to hide behind.
That one corner guard over on the left side. This whole game, they haven't played with a lot of guards in that game.
Philly Dream Team trying to draw in behind the guards, it looks like. The sweepers are on it. They want to get it buried right behind the guard, so it's very hard to see for a takeout. Almost there.
But it's counting seconds, so they're happy with that regardless. I mean, even if you got a nose hit on that yellow, the other yellow would still be counting away.
Yeah, they've got 1 and 2, and this Red Rock is number 3 right now.
Looks like the yellow stone is through the house on sheet C.
Still a clean house on sheet C. They're going to try and draw behind that corner guard.
Could be they're looking for another blank end.
Still a couple of rocks to go, though. I think this is their Vice's second stone. Sweeping hard to try and get it down there.
It's probably going to end up
Needs
in
help
guard.
from the sweepers to get it in.
Oh, got 3 sweepers on it. Looks like it's going to get in.
Everybody out there trying to get it to touch the paint, and they do. Nice job on the front end, sweeping that rock down there.
And pretty well guarded. It's still
It's
visible,
not.
though.
It's not completely covered. Team Carlson will have
A clean shot.
they
on
can
it.
have a clean hit at it. But if you're just a little bit narrow on this shot, you're going to hit the guard and pop out the other side.
He's calling hack weight.
Hack weight shot is a hit shot, but it's not a really strong hit shot. It's just enough that the rock would roll back to the far hack, not go the whole way to the boards. But that's all they need right here.
Yeah, just looking to maybe stick, maybe even a roll behind that guard, make it a little bit more difficult to knock out.
You want to call those lighter weight hits when you need the rock to curl a little before the hit, when you can't make the direct hit, or you want the rock to stick around in the house after the hit.
Looks like a little bit more than hack.
Sweepers on it, on the outside of the curl, trying to push it to curl more. It's coming in. Is he going to get a piece? Oh, just slides past.
A little heavy, I think, for that.
Almost had a piece. He just needed to chip a little piece of it to pop it out the side. Sheet B, Philly really loaded up the house with 3 rocks now.
Putting a little pressure on with that last draw, but leaves potential double here if you get this hit right.
Team Davis with 2 nice center guards, but Philly Dream Team has the hammer, so they're going to get the last shot. Up to Vice's rocks on sheet B now. Jeremy Steele.
I think Davis just looking at knocking out some stones, maybe cutting them down to 1.
Well, plenty of weight. The line's right.
Line looks pretty good.
Yeah, what's good for a hit? Whether or not you get the double.
Sweepers are on it to keep it straight.
It's got enough weight to knock them both out if it hits it right. But might be a little bit on the inside.
Oh, but it rolls. Look at that.
They got the roll. They got the shooter to roll under the cover of their own guards.
Even better than the double.
So they do plan A to get rid of that yellow rock on the side, but will also roll their shooter over. Now Philly's going to try and
do a run back here.
They're going to try and do a run back. They're going to They're going to try and throw a hit on the side of this yellow, hit the yellow into the red, and hope that the red goes over this way or this way and not that way. Kind of a difficult hit to make. You got to hit the angle just right to get it.
Looks like it might work. It's got to curl a little bit.
No sweepers on it. They must be happy with the line.
No,
It's a little wide.
Oh, it's a little wide. Just slides
wide,
past.
yep.
So Davis keeps that nice rock in the top of the 4-foot circle.
Now Hedrick looks like he's going to do a takeout.
Yeah, over on sheet C, it's not a clean house anymore. Signal Moggers have split house, rocks on both sides of the house, and Henrik looks like he's going to try and hit the one on the left first.
They've got to get on it. Looks like it's on. It's close to the guard.
It's close to the guard. I think it's around the guard, but he wanted to hit the other side of that red rock to keep his shooter in the house, and both rocks are going to slide out opposite sides. So Sigma Moggers still have one rock in the house on the right side.
Main objective achieved in knocking it out.
Yep.
But I think he was hoping to stick, possibly behind the guard if he could.
And Carlson does have the last shot on this end.
Sigma Moggers is looking to put a rock back right where that was, basically.
Team Davis looks like they're trying to maybe
to
draw a
another
second rock into the house,
Yep.
or put up a guard to prevent the hit.
It's coming in.
It's coming in.
It's
Looks
coming
like
in.
Might be a tap back.
Are they going to get the tap back?
But they
No, but they got it past the yellow. So now Team Davis, without hammer, has two rocks counting.
So that run back that they were looking at last time, yellow
Excellent
under
draw.
red.
Excellent draw for Jeremy Steele.
takes away that run back.
Yeah, that run back is good. So they're looking at clearing the guard at this point. They got 3 rocks left, so it's not a bad call to clear the guard.
Team Sigma gets their draw into the house, again splitting the house. Carlson's going to have to choose which one he wants to hit with his next rock. This is his last shot coming up. Looks like he's going to go after this back one on the right and try and stick the shooter in the house and score 1.
Oh, they actually are going to do that shot they wanted last time, but because that other red rock.
They get one of the red rocks out, but they leave one. And Davis still has those 2 really nice center guards protecting it.
Yep.
So Team Carlson trying to hit back.
Trying to nose hit that back one and keep his yellow rock in the house to out count and try and get out of this end with a point.
This one coming with 1 point is what they're looking for. Sweeper on it early.
Sweeper's on it, trying to hold the line.
Line looks good. Weight looks good.
And it rolls in, but out counts the yellow rock. It's closer. Yellow rock is closer to the button than that red rock.
So successful shot.
1 point for Carlson on the scoreboard now in the 4th end.
Sweepers had to work hard on that one.
So Team Davis here on sheet B trying to
draw another one into the house.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get it in. The guard would work too. But
like it
they might be
on the
crashing
guard.
into their own guard.
Uh-oh.
That could be okay if they split their guards wide and,
A little bit too
well,
wide.
a little too wide.
So it makes
There's
it-
still that high center guard that's preventing the direct hit, but you can make a slightly downweight hit and get around that guard to it.
A little bit of danger of jamming it on your back yellow, though.
Yeah, they do have to come in from this side because of this high guard. And if you hit this side of the rock and the red goes back, you can jam into that yellow and red would still be sitting with the closest shot.
Team Carlson's lead, getting ready to throw. Larhant sweeping off the ice, cleaning it off. Looks like the call will be a center guard here.
And that hit's kind of hanging wide here. So
Oh, Philly's hit goes wide, so Davis still keeps their rock in the forefoot. And Jack wastes no time in calling for the guard to plug that hole up and protect his own stone. They didn't have to think about that for more than 2 seconds.
Looks like a center guard, about medium depth for Team Carlson.
Congratulations for Jeremy Steele on the draw, coming in on the chat on the BC draw. This will be the skip's last rock on for red on sheet B. Yellow has the hammer. It's a little heavy for a guard, but you know, another rock in the house wouldn't hurt. Looks like it's going to curl back to the center line though and not block that hit path.
Might actually freeze onto it if it's.
Oh, it could.
Tap it a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to come back right to it and tap it closer.
And which
That's
one is
that's a pretty
second
nice
now?
plan B again.
I think they're sitting 2 at the moment. Aren't
There's
they?
it's close, but I think you're right. I think they are sitting 2. So Philly Dream Team, 1 rock to go in this end. They really need to clear both of those rocks to prevent the steal.
Probably is a double, but it's with both those yellows to jam on in the back. It's a little bit hard to do the math on what goes where.
It's a hard because this high guard is still here. You have to come around it from this side.
Yeah, so the
Have
problem
to
with
be
the
a pretty
high
acrobatic shot to get them both
You need to
out.
hit
Yeah.
the
Not hit
side
any
here
yellow.
so the red goes that way and taps that red that way. That red goes out. And both of these reds have to avoid these yellows in the back.
and you probably
Difficult
probably
double
lose-
to make, but it's
Probably
doable.
lose the shooter as well.
Probably going to lose the shooter, but if you can prevent yourself from hitting your own yellows out, they could still score with one of those in the back of the house.
With Sigma Maugers, put a stone in the house. Carlson responds with another medium length guard.
Right, here's the shot on sheet B.
Here comes the shot.
It looks like a little hit.
It's good hit weight, no
Yeah.
sweep on it.
Going over. I think they
Are they
got
going to
hit.
get it?
Coming in.
Oh.
Gotta sweep
Oh.
it.
Oh, he just taps it back enough.
Yeah, enough
Looks
to
like-
score 1.
Looks like one.
Philly will score 1. Very
Right.
nice double hit.
Yeah.
A lot of things could have happened there.
So Philly takes a 4-2 lead.
Sigma Maugers look like they're separating their stones a little bit. Might
Sigma
be possible
Maugers-
to get a double.
Yeah,
if
it's
you hit it just
possible,
right.
but because of that yellow center line guard, you have to have a little bit of curl on your hit. Looks like Henrik's looking at that stone on the left that's a little more exposed, calling for a hack weight hit. Hoping to hit that back red stone out and have his yellow rock stay put.
Yeah, Carlson doesn't have hammer, so he's just looking at getting one in there under protection, hard to get to.
You may not be able to tell from the overhead view, but if you look at the straight on view of the house, you can see that both of those red stones are protected by guards, so they need to curl it around that left yellow guard to get down to the target rock. No sweep on. Starting to slow.
It's not curling quite enough for what
It's
he's
curling a little bit. Might end up as a draw instead of a hit. It
Close.
touches the red, but I don't think it's out counting either of those
Yeah.
red stones.
Still
Like it's
good,
the
good
third
position. It's definitely usable and for later shots. The little
It's
tap
early
over
in the
a little.
end. Yeah, you can get into a tap, tap, tap game back there in the forefoot. And then it becomes a game of who's got the best angles on their shots.
Yep. Yeah, I don't mind where that yellow is at all. It's definitely got potential. This early
It's
in the
looking
end.
like they're not going for the blank end this time.
Over.
No, lots more rocks in the house than we've seen, and some nice usable guards up top for Carlson this time.
Davis looks
Over
like
on-
they're trying to draw into the house, probably sit on the yellow maybe.
Nah, it's not that way.
It's not heavy enough to
Yeah.
freeze to the yellow, and it's curling too much, but it should land in the house somewhere.
Sweep it to the 8 foot, almost. solidly in the 12-foot line.
If you're watching game D, Hammer Rock coming up for Team Quesadilla. Whole cloud of guards up in the top that they need to get through somehow to get something in the house.
I think they're trying to bump back.
I think they're trying to bump back their own center yellow guard. That's one thing you can do when there's so many guards you can't get through it. You can bump one of your own guards back. They just need to bump that back about 6 feet to be the shot rock and get a point on the board.
Nelson's coming in a little wide for the hit.
All right.
Team Quesadilla shot coming up a little bit light. Not going to make contact, not going to get around. It's going to be 2 more for Sweeping Angels. Second lead stone on sheet B. They're going to try and, looks like they're calling for a center guard.
Yeah, sheet C, Sigma Magres look like they're putting in a guard, protect what they have in there. That should make it pretty challenging.
Yeah, nice shot. Makes the run backs more challenging.
Guard is going to be a little heavy going to the house. They're maybe going to try and freeze to the yellow instead as a plan B. Doesn't get the freeze, but it is lined up where you can't easily hit that red without taking out the yellow also. They're going to call for the hit anyway, try and...
At the very least, you get rid of the guards, open it up a little bit.
Yeah, big line of guards over on sheet C now. And they're going to, looks like they're going to run straight into it and try and clear a path to the button for themselves.
Revel put a little bit of weight on this. He's got a lot of rocks to move. Should come out pretty hot.
It's yelling peel.
A little bit of discussion on.
Philly makes their hit
Man.
very nicely, hit the side of it, pop the red out
Man, it's
to
got
one
heat.
side and left both of their rocks in the house.
It's going to move some rocks.
They get the double, clear both of those, but they leave their shooter right in the hole where the other 2 guards used to be.
But at least you have a clear shot at the potential
You have a
run
clear-
back.
yeah, you have the run back.
A long run back.
Yeah, you have the long run back now. With well, there's a lot of backing in the 4-foot, so
Yeah.
you could run that back and hit something.
Right, you hit the yellow into it red. You can, hit the yellow into red. You can hit the red.
Lots of
directly.
options for later in the
You
end.
can hit the red into the red.
Yep, you can do that too.
Team Davis looking to put another rock in the house.
Looks
Or a
like
guard, it's a guard.
coming up a little short.
It's a corner guard.
Gives them something to work with. Maybe draw in around that guard, put something in the house.
Looks like Philly's gonna right away try and use that red guard to hide their own rock on the left side of the house.
Over on sheet A, looks like they're hanging another 2 red.
Sigma Magres putting one in.
All right, guys. I've got it all figured out. We go control weight. John, we get a double.
Yeah, as that red looks like a biter from this angle. I think it is touching the blue over on the right side.
It does make that shot more difficult on the right side, so I think it looks like Henrik is going for another run back.
Yeah, it looks like this time he wants to maybe run his yellow. Hit that yellow and run that yellow back to knock that red out. Might be plan A.
Yeah, it's got some weight. It's got to come back a little bit.
He needs to curl. He's going to hit it on the side, not the nose. Oh, and instead he hits knocks that red biter off.
But importantly,
Clears up a
opened
path
the
to the,
channel.
yeah, clears up a clear path to get to the center of the ice now.
I imagine Red's going to want to put that guard back.
Yeah, Red's sitting 2. They're going to want to prevent that from happening and get their own red guard in that hole.
You
to
can't
make
protect both sides, though. But I think the more danger is clogging up the hole as opposed to
Yeah,
the
you have
right
to
side.
choose which side you want to block, and this is the easier shot, so we'll block up that path.
The one thing he doesn't want is for it to over curl in front of the red. It looks like it's well placed. Looks like it might be over curling a little bit. It might leave the path open.
Yeah, it's sort of curled behind, so that there's still an open path.
Not an easy shot, but it's
Not an
double.
easy shot. They took a couple inches off the path of where Carlson can hit, but he's going
Carlson
to
is thinking double, I think, on this one.
come in like that with a lighter weight hit, try and run the red back that way.
Or maybe come in on the other side and
Try
have
and
your
get
yellow
the
tap
red
both
out
of them.
there and first red out there, and maybe the yellow sticks around. If he can get through that hole, there's a lot of good options that can happen if he makes contact with that red in the forefoot.
It's a narrow passage, but
Also the danger that he doubles his own yellow out. That might be what they're talking about.
from the straight on shot, it's the shot rock is pretty well buried, but they can get to it through that passage.
It's going to set the broom right in the middle of that hole, off to the.
And here's
Off to
where
the
weight
left.
is key. I think he'll get that line. Just has to get enough weight to knock it out and stick.
Down weight enough to curl around the guard, make contact on the side, and hopefully get the double. On B, Team Davis coming with trying to put another guard into the house, or put another draw in the house.
Weight looks pretty good on sheet B. And it looks like it's got a curl, but
Needs to
Yeah,
curl
they
to
need
get
to
behind the
sweep a little
guard, and
bit.
it is.
sweep it to get it behind the guard.
Very nice draw right behind the guard for the vice, Jeremy Steele. If you're keeping score at home of which of us has managed to drop their own kid's name in the broadcast, I'm way ahead of you.
I've had a few. Well, he ended up getting, Henrik did end up getting the back stone out.
Got the back one out, left the top one. Red still sitting 1. But that back rock was going to be the harder one to get rid of, so he took care of that.
Yeah,
Philly
shooter
just
goes
misses
through.
the hit on their shot.
The temptation is always to come out a little wider to avoid the guard, but when that happens, you might miss the stone entirely. But he did miss his own stone in the back, which is still good.
Team Davis looking to draw again, I think, try and get another rock in. They do have hammer this end, looking to score 2 or more behind all those guards and maybe get this game tied up.
That plugs up the hole pretty nicely.
Clears out the yellow guard. For Team Carlson's guard is gone. A lot of red guards now on sheet C.
If Henrik
That makes
could-
the run back a lot less appetizing because you don't want one of those reds to run back and sit another one in the house.
I would think Henrik would come in from the right and try and maybe tap it back. I'm not sure if he has enough.
That's what they're
energy
looking
in
at.
it.
I think they're looking at the direct hit through. Well, he doesn't really have a draw. He doesn't want to hit his own yellow. He has a lighter weight hit coming from that side.
think if you come in from the right, and even if you tap it, you still hold it to 1 if you're sitting in front of it. But it doesn't look like they're looking at that option. Feels like there's a little bit of danger on the left side because you could miscalculate and knock your own stone out.
Yeah, red does have hammer, so whatever Henrik Karlsson does with his shot, Sigma Moggers are going to have one more stone to try and draw another one in.
Even a defensive shot of putting up a stone on the right-hand side.
Yeah, even a guard on that side, hold them to 1 point. A force of 1 is not bad. Sigma Moggers clears their own guard. They clear a red guard out and put their own guard up, but it rolls over to the side, so now they've got a clearer hit, clearer path to the button with their later stones. Skips rocks coming up for Team Davis now.
Looks like they are thinking the right side now. There's also the possibility on the right, if he goes for the tap back and misses, he could draw into the button, although that's highly unlikely.
That's a much harder shot.
Yeah. But maybe back of the button.
It looks like he's going to try the draw on that side. Maybe
He's coming back with a big grin, so he must like his call.
Sheet B, Jack Davis looks like they're calling for another draw into the house behind the guards. Here comes Henrik's last stone at the end. The yellow rocks on sheet C. Again, red has hammer, so red's going to get one more shot at this depending on what happens with Henrik Karlsson's last stone.
Looks like it is.
They're not sweep. Oh, they're going to crash into the guard. Couldn't get through that hole. Fortunately, he doesn't hit it enough to make that red count.
It's still a challenging shot for the Sigma Moggers to score 2.
Looks like they're going to look at the hit. They have a not quite clear shot on that yellow stone from our angle.
Yeah, I don't
but
think it's doable.
They can
I think you'll lose your shooter, which means you still only get 1.
They can see about half of it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the yellow rock that was just thrown is actually helping
yeah,
guard.
that helps guard. There's a narrow path through there.
I don't think there's a lot of danger of not scoring 1 by going this far.
Yeah.
Well, unless you just tap that one over a few inches, either risk.
Here comes the shot. Let's see if he makes it.
It's got a bit of weight to it.
No sweepers. It's a little wide. I think it's going to crash their own guard on the side.
No harm.
No
So
harm.
with
One red. And in a very close game, any point is a good point.
On sheet B, we're up to the hammer here. So
last rock for Team Davis.
Davis looking to tie it up with this shot.
Yeah, they could do the risky try for 3 by hitting that yellow in the back. But
looks like they've got the shot rock there, but this yellow rock is 2, and this rock all the way out on the edge is 3.
I think the safe call is to go for 2 and call it a
Yep.
day.
Yep, yeah, it'll be a very
Just
tricky.
a nice wide draw. Oops. Nice wide draw right into the center. If it's slightly heavy, it could slide back and knock that yellow one back. Don't think it's wide enough to get around their own, though. They're sweeping now to try and get it to the house.
Weight looks pretty good to get it in.
Will it get far enough to count for 2?
I think the
Needs to stop.
tick took some energy, but not enough.
No, it slides a little too far. It's going to be red 1 and yellow has the second.
But keeps the game close.
So one more point for Team Davis.
Line was really good. Actually, hitting the stone a little more might have been helpful. Might have taken some more energy out. And Sigma Moggers start out end 6 with a 2 guard. Probably a good depth. And the stone looks a little heavy for a guard. And just to increase the tally, that's Matthew Lappert that threw that stone. Doesn't look like it's quite by the guard. We'll move it to the side and stick to the center.
Over on sheet D, Sweeping Angels skip Trey Casabianca just threw a very nice guard just to touch the paint and sit 2. Hammerstone coming up for Team Quesadilla.
Yeah, Quesadilla did have a nice yellow in the house, and somehow Sweeping Angels must have bumped it bumped it out when I wasn't looking.
They have a draw path. They could draw in, or they could bump their own yellow up as a plan B. They've got some options to get a rock in the middle of the house and get on the scoreboard in sheet D.
Looks like we might be just by the guard. Grohs gonna tap up.
Team Quesadilla skip Cassie Harrison with the draw coming in on sheet D.
So they tap the
Will it
stone
get
off
there?
the center line. So Henrik opts to replace the stone and remove
She
the
tapped the
offending
red.
stone out of play.
Did she tap it enough? They're all taking a look on sheet D at which rock is closer.
They might be calling for a measure. Looks from this angle like it might be red.
Hard to tell from our camera angle. Also hard to tell with so many players' heads over top of the rocks. And they're calling for a measure on sheet D.
Yeah, looks to me like the red on the left side of the screen is fully half, and I don't think the yellow is quite half, but it was a very good effort.
Sheet C, Carlson with the draw.
A little heavy.
A little heavy. Sigma Logger's going to try and sweep it out. Is it going to make it? Yes, just over the back line by 6 inches out of play. Team Davis putting up a guard. Not quite on the center line, but only a few inches off the center line. That's a nice center guard for them. Very tight game on sheet B and C.
Potomac 2 looking to try and make it a tighter game on sheet A. Got 2 in the house.
Looks like yellow has hammer on that sheet. So 2 more rocks to come. Potomac 2 does put another nice draw into the 8-foot circle on sheet A.
On sheet D, I think they decided it was 1 red, and they're trying to decide if it's 2 red or not. Because they kicked away the one that was halfway biting, the last red one was thrown.
Well, did they rule that one out as closer or further away? I thought they were calling for a measure on the top, on the 2 at the top of the rings, but looks like they're going to, on sheet D, measure the one on the right side of the ring versus the one on the top to see which is closer. A couple of guards to work with now on sheet C. A high red guard touching the center line, a tighter yellow also touching the center line, and then the red corner guard over on the left. Philly puts their rock all the way out on the right side of the rings.
Over on sheet A,
Team
that
Davis
was the last red rock thrown on sheet A that hit. And,
So Hammerstone coming for Potomac on sheet A.
and they're already sitting 2, so they should be
They just
getting
need
on
to
the scoreboard.
draw into the 8-foot on sheet A, and they'll get a
Sheet C,
nice
we have
score.
a stone to the button. Looks like it's pretty well covered.
Looks like it was yellow was closer over on sheet D after the measurement.
But were they measuring for 1 or 2? So
Yeah, I
we'll
don't
see
know.
which-
I'll have to wait
which
to see what they
color
hang.
Yeah, what did they put in the hack here?
Looks like they're hanging red 1. So Sweeping Angels extends their lead.
So we have a takeout attempt on sheet C.
And
The way
on
he
sheet
positioned
A,
his broom, it looks like he's trying to remove the guard.
sheet A, the draw is coming in. I think it's just going to
Oh, it
crash.
just hits the guard.
So 2 yellow for Potomac 2 gets on the board.
That might actually benefit yellow a little bit. That one rolled pretty nicely behind the left guard, at least when we look at it on the overhead camera.
Yeah, Carlson's gonna try and put another stone in the house right on the button as the target. It'll be buried between both of those 2 red guards. Team Davis coming with hit weight here. Makes the hit, both rocks go out.
It's got to curl over. Yeah, looks like another one to the butt.
Right where we wanted it.
Right above the button,
Just
very
above
nice
the button.
placement.
Again, pretty hard to get to.
Can't just hit it as a tap now because a tap will push it right back to the button. You got to hit it harder to get rid of that. And it's behind 2 red guards. Looks like they're going to try and take this yellow off the side. He's saying he has a clear shot at it, so that's where they're going to set the broom.
A little bit of weight, and I think they're going to try and use the other yellow stone for backing.
Got enough weight.
That might be on the, or no, it's coming out.
Yep, past the guard, clean hit, spills just to the middle, right to the button. Excellent
Nice
shot. And now that redstone's hiding behind 3 rocks.
A run back might be possible on the other side, but the high guard is kind of blocking coming in with too much weight.
Looks like he's just going to try and draw through that hole on sheet C. Sheet B, looks like Team Davis is also lined up to try and draw their stone behind those 2 guards. Hoping to curl around, come to the right side of the ice behind the guards.
Got a little bit of weight coming on Team Carlson's shot. Looks like it's gonna
Carlson looks like they're going to actually bump that red rock up into the house.
and through the house almost, just to sweep it out.
Is it going to make it?
Out
Just
of
barely.
Just replace guards for the most part.
But having a guard your own color is safe.
On
More-
sheet B,
potentially more
Team
good than the
Davis's
other color.
Team Davis's
Definitely.
draw a little bit heavy. He slides to the back of the house, but the other skip isn't able to sweep it the whole way out. So it's a biter back there. Probably not out counting the yellow biter on the right. But if they could get rid of that yellow over on the right side of the house.
Looks like a lighter stone coming in with the Sigma Boggers. Should be in the house. Now, if you nose that stone that the Sigma Mager's just thrown, you could get a double. Just a little danger that if you're off, you could
If you're
shoot
off by
your
just a
own.
little, you hit your own yellow out, though.
A tricky shot.
And you do have to come in from the left because of those center guards. You just want to hit it on the nose to run it almost straight back, maybe
That's
10-degree
the thought.
angle.
It looks like it might be a little off.
Up, and they do. They're off by just a little bit, and with that angle, Red Rock hits the Yellow Rock out. And now Sigma Magers is gonna, looks like they're calling to put a guard up in that hole and protect the two that they have in the house.
The guard would be key. Without a guard there, it's a clear double with a run back. On Sheet B, a lot of stones on the edge.
Wide open center of the house to draw two. Looks like that's what Philly Dream Team is trying to do. Sweeper's working hard to try and keep
Looks
that
like
rock moving.
It's gonna come up short.
Just a little short. It's gonna be a center line guard, and now we're up to Skips Rocks, and Team Davis is gonna try and draw behind those guards.
So pretty good guard put up. I think you can still get to it, but it would have to be a tight shot.
Yeah, and she'd see that. I think they would have liked it to hang out maybe another 6 inches to the left, but where it is, it does block the direct hit.
Enough to put Henrik looking and doing a draw on the other side instead of the hit.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to try and draw into that, use that red stone as backing to stop his draw from this side.
Like to move that red one by a couple inches, but
Sheet B, Team Davis. It's a nice draw to the 4-foot. Didn't curl as much as they hoped. So it's exposed for the hit attempt for Philly.
Looks like it might be a little bit light. It might be crashing. Oh, they crashed off a guard. So I think
Instead,
for
it bounces out to the side and acts as a guard of their own stone.
For Henrik's team, the takeout is still on the left. It looks like the Sigma Mager is going to plug up the right-hand side.
This will be their Skip's last stone of the end. They're going to maybe use it to put a guard in that hole and try and prevent Carlson from doing the same shot again. On B, Philly's throwing the hit at the draw that Team Davis just put in the rings.
looking good.
Looks like a little bump and roll coming in. But it won't roll in the right direction.
Yep.
But
Doesn't roll to the center, it rolls to the outside. So now it's exposed. The teams can trade hits here. Philly does have the hammer. They will get the last shot. If they're going to trade hits, that's an advantage to Philly.
and a nice guard to plug up the hole on the sheet C. Not exactly a guard, but it's on the 8-foot.
Makes that shot a little bit harder. They need a triple now instead of just a double.
And also nicely blocks the run back of the yellow guard.
Yes.
So by having that red there, best you can do is get rid of some reds.
Takes away a lot of options for Carlson.
I still think coming in on the side he's looking right now is his best option.
He's looking at coming in from the left. No, now he's back to looking at the right side.
Trouble is a triple is pretty tricky here.
On sheet B.
It would be hard to clear all those reds out, but if he hits it just right, he could cut them down to 1 point instead of 2.
On sheet B, Davis hit the yellow out, keeping the pressure on by keeping their shooter in. So
And the shooter stays way outside behind that wide biter on the left.
So is this
That
hammer
makes it
on
a-
sheet B, I believe? So
looks
if
Yep,
like it.
last shot coming on sheet B for Philly Dream Team.
A draw in to touch white, but at least score 1.
Looks like, if they draw in, they'll get 1.
And it's also a hammer on sheet C, which is a hit attempt on the.
Does he get it? Makes contact with the red. Gets 1 out, but it's still going to be red 2.
Steal of 2.
Steal of 2 for Sigma Moggers in the 6th end. Wow.
Hammer coming in on sheet B. The draw attempt.
Sweepers are on
Need
it.
to get it
I
past
don't
the
think.
guard.
I don't know if it has enough weight to
It's
carry it
past
all
the
the way to
guard,
the
I think.
house.
Yeah, it'll be in the house, but we'll be far enough in the house.
It's still carrying.
Yeah, I
It
think
needs
they
to
got it.
outcount that red on the left.
They need to keep
Nice.
sweeping.
And
Just
it
touch white.
does.
It does.
Just touches white to score 1 for
Yeah,
Philly Dream
the
Team.
sweepers are doing a sigh of
Good
relief
job for the sweepers
breathing.
on that to save
Yep.
that shot.
Yeah. All right.
Strong front end play for Philly Dream Team.
Sigma Moggers pulled away a little bit. Going into the 7th end, Carlson's got some ground to make up. Need 4 to get to even it up. Might take a couple ends to get that.
Both teams cleaning up their rocks and Leeds getting ready to throw some guards.
We got 30 minutes left on the game timer here, so
2 ends to
teams-
go. They've
yeah.
got plenty of time to finish both ends. All these teams, all 4 sheets have time to finish the game. On sheet A, the developmental bracket, those games only go 6 ends. So this is the last end on sheet A.
Eric is probably thinking he needs stones in the house at this point.
He needs
so
a lot of stones. He needs to score a big end here. He's got 2 ends left and trailing by 4.
So probably a draw in behind the guard.
And if you're Sigma Moggers, you just want to keep things clean at this point. I don't
Or
think
maybe
it-
set up a corner guard. If you want to score a big end, you're going to need some guards to work with.
Laufer coming out of the hack.
Looks like it is a call for a corner guard on the left side. Rocks curling right to left.
So to make sure it doesn't over curl.
Sweeper's working hard to get it over the hog line. Will it make it? No, it does not make it over the hog line. So if you're not familiar with curling, not familiar with the rules, this blue line is the hog line. Any rock that you throw down has to be fully over that blue line to be in play. That guard for Team Carlson coming up just short of that line, so they take it out of play.
Blue Dream Team looks like they're trying to draw in behind their guard, put one in the house. Weight looks pretty good. Line looks good.
Should end up behind.
Beautiful draw.
Nice draw. It's probably half undercover, making it a hard hit.
Laufer with his second shot. A little more weight this time. This one might be in the house.
It's got quite a bit more weight compared to the last one. No, it's going to die. It's going to put on the brakes and be a corner guard out there.
A little far out, but they can use it. Looked like it had a lot of curl at the end. And Team Davis throws their stone throw. Looks like the call for Philly Dream Team might be to put another one in the house.
Have the lead by 2 points with 2 ends to play.
Not
a bad play to just start putting rocks in the house and force Team Davis into a hit game.
Yeah, looks like Sigma Moggers are looking at having a clean house through another stone throw. They don't want a guard or anything in the house.
Yeah, they don't want to give Carlson anything he can use, so. And Philly Dream Team with another really nice guard, a really nice draw tucked right in behind that guard. This is the 6th rock of the end, so they are allowed to start clearing off guards now on sheet B. And that's what they call for. They're going to try and get rid of that yellow guard that's protecting everything else.
On sheet D, we got the hammer coming in, so Quesadilla is sitting 1 and just trying to draw in for a second. Or tap back for a second.
Tap back, their other one. Nope, it goes right past. Oh, is it going far enough? I think it did. I think it's sheet D. I think it looks like 2 points for Team Quesadilla.
Yep.
It looks like a takeout on sheet C. Again, trying to keep this, the house clean.
We're also up to the last 2 rocks on sheet A. This is the last end they're playing on sheet A. Potomac 2 has 2 rocks sitting closest to the button right now.
So even though the Sigma Moggers removed the Carlson guard, they put up a guard of their own, which Henrik looks like he's going to use to put another stone in the house. Looks like a good draw weight, but it might be crashing into the guard from the way it's looking. It's going to be close. It's actually going to be light.
Yeah, it comes up light.
The
Sits right in
sweepers
front of
came
that
off.
guard.
Sweepers might have come off because they saw which way it was headed.
Well, they may have come off because they didn't want to accidentally promote that red rock
Right,
into the
right.
house. That would have been a worse outcome. Team Davis throwing another hit. Trying to get past their own or run their own back. Nope, just off the center of that rock. They take out their own guard, but now that yellow Philly rock is fully exposed. Let's see what Philly's going to do. Are they going to put a guard back, or are they going to try and draw onto the other side of the house?
This looks a little bit light, so it's probably looking at a guard or something high in the house.
No, it's a little heavy. He was just cleaning it, not sweeping. It's going to carry to the back of the house. Can Davis sweep it all the way out?
And it sticks.
No, it stops in the back of the house, out counting that red at the top of the house also. So Philly sitting 2 right now. Yeah, nice separation. You can't get an easy double on those 2. Looks like Team Davis is calling to hit the one on the forefoot. On sheet C, they're calling for the hit and roll. Trying to hit that yellow rock out and roll the shooter under cover.
Looks like it might be a little narrow. Oh, it's coming in, Well, now they're sitting 2. But both are fairly exposed.
Over on sheet A, they shook hands.
They shook hands.
But he's throwing his last rock.
No,
anyway.
he's just going to kick his rock down. They shook hands. It's going to be 2 more for Potomac 2, but it's not enough to catch up. That's going to be the final score on sheet A. 6-4, Spooky Sweepers will advance to their brackets finals coming up at 11:30 or 11:45.
Needs to put stones on the house, so looks like he's looking to draw in. Just trying to decide which direction to come in from. Plenty of ways to come into the forefoot. More important to get behind those guards so they can't be knocked down.
Shots away. Just cleaning it. Now they're going to sweep.
Stuff is going to be tight. And a little too tight.
Yeah, doesn't quite make it. Ends up as another guard. I don't think he wanted a guard. Sheet B, Team Davis throwing the hit, trying to clear that yellow rock in the top of the house. Sweeping hard to try and keep it on line, but it's going to go off to the side. Oh, maybe they've got to play on the back yellow instead. They do. Plan B, clear that back yellow out.
So they're sitting 2 and 3. No guards in the front.
Yep, Team Philly still has shot rock here, but then applause in the warm room for the teams from sheet A coming off the ice. Spooky Sweepers jumped out to a huge lead, but Potomac 2 made a nice run in the 5th and 6th ends. Not enough to win, but a good showing to come back.
And Sigma Moggers look like they're just looking at plugging up the left-hand side with a
they're
guard.
content to just throw more guards up. They don't need to score. They need to prevent Carlson from getting another rock in the house.
I still think you can come in on the right-hand side and at least get one.
Yes,
that
there is a
outscores.
gap. There is a gap that you can come through the right side. He's going to try the left again, though.
Just has to come out a little bit wider.
First skips rocks on sheet B for Team Davis.
So Davis choosing to try a draw instead
Trying
of
to
hitting
draw.
the yellow.
Maybe if it's a heavy draw, he hits the yellow back. I think plan A is to just draw behind the yellow. First skip rock for Team Carlson now. They're also holding the broom way out to the left side of the ice, looking for a draw into the house behind that big line of guards.
And Carlson does need stones in the house. Give a little push at the end. Looks pretty heavy. Sweepers aren't on it. That little push might have given it a little bit too much.
Yeah, they get past the yellow on sheet B, but I think yellow is still closer to the button, so Philly Dream Team still sitting shot just by an inch or two. Looks like they're going to call for the hit on those two red rocks on the left.
Just have to be careful not to hit your own stone.
But if they nose the red rock, the middle red rock there, it'll double the red.
Over on sheet C, Carlson did not get a stone in the house. Signal loggers are going to throw another draw around the right side. Plan A is the draw into the house. Plan B is just another wide guard to take that path away.
Yeah, it looks heavy enough to be in the house.
Carlson does have a draw path on the right side.
Looks like it's going to be going through the back if they sweep it out.
Yep, not going to slow down enough. Slides just out of play. Last rock coming up for Team Carlson. One last chance to get one in the house, out counting those two red rocks to get another point on the board. Over on sheet B, Philly Dream Team still talking about their choices for their
dangerous.
shot.
You hit the red rock at the wrong angle, you might bump it into the forefoot.
And if you miss too far to the right, you hit your own rock out.
I might think to do a little separation, take away a double, make them draw in and get one, and then you get the hammer back. I personally wouldn't worry about those two stones. I'd worry about getting another one.
Right.
Or putting a guard in front of it.
Yeah.
So Henrik throwing hammer on
freezing
sheet
to
C.
Hammer shot coming in.
Just trying to draw around the guards, I believe.
Sweepers on it.
Looks
Well,
like
now
it's
they're off.
okay.
Now they're
Cleared the
content with the
guards.
weight. It's around the guard easily.
It's got to. It's just
Needs to
gotta come in.
curl. It needs to get back almost to the forefoot
It has to slow
to
down.
out
a bit.
count, and it needs to slow down. Looks like he got it.
Nice shot.
Right onto the
beautiful.
forefoot.
Yeah.
1 point for yellow.
All right, here's a hit on sheet B, and it's really curling. Wow, is that curling? It's just going to go right on by. It just curled like crazy.
Might get the.
Get a piece?
Oh,
Nope.
just missed it.
Just missed. So now
Now Davis could get
Davis
a hit
with
for
the last
three.
rock here has a chance to knock that red out and possibly score 3 if he keeps the shooter in the house.
And that's why I think another stone on the other side might have helped. It would have given them one less target to root for. A nose here could give them 3 in the lead going into the 8th end. Meanwhile, Carlson on sheet 3 down 3. And they don't have hammer, so
Big shot
we
here
need some
for
guards.
Jack Carlson on sheet B.
And
Looks a little wide. Is it going to curl back?
Curl. That's just not curling.
It's coming back a little bit,
Oh,
but
it
it
might
might
get
not
it
be
Back
enough.
a little, but not
No.
enough.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's going to be another point for Philly Dream Team.
So both games B and C, we have 3-point leads in each one going into the final end. Carlson needs a guard, and they do have a guard. A high guard on the center line. Sweepers might have had a hand in that. Probably the call here for Sigma Moggers is to throw a stone through, not have anything that Carlson can use to build on. like it's slowing down, so maybe not. Maybe they're looking at putting one in. Maybe put a little pressure on Team Carlson.
Right into the forefoot.
Yep. And the problem is Team Carlson needs to score 3 without
Yeah,
hammer.
they need 3 without the hammer, and they can't get into that hit game because
maybe freezing
that's not
to
a
that
recipe
one.
for. Yeah, he needs to
See if
draw
they can
in
sit on
instead.
that.
So Sigma monitors that draw in right. The last thing Sigma wants at this point is guards. Anything that yellow can hide behind is bad for Sigma.
First rock coming for Sigma
Maybe
Magers.
sit on the red
or
and
first rock
knock
coming
it
for
out
Philly
later.
on sheet B. It's very wide. Is it going to be a guard or is it going to slide to the house?
Looks like it's going to be.
It looked
in the
wide. It
house.
really curled back to the almost to the center line. A lot of curl on that sheet now. We get halfway into the blue.
Yeah, this one looks like it's coming out a
Team
little
Davis
heavy.
calling for a corner guard of their own now.
Tapped it back, but
It
Yellowstone
looks like
is
they tapped it back.
exposed.
They tapped it back just enough, but yeah.
As expected, it looks like they're calling for the hit. At this point, Sigma Moggers just want to knock Yellowstones out of play if they can.
Yep, just playing the numbers.
Go back to that clean house game that they were playing early in the game. This is
Definitely
the
hit
last.
weight.
This is the last end on sheets B and C. These games are to 8 ends. One game still going on
And a
sheet
little
D.
bit
They're
wide.
still in the 7th end. Oh yeah, that hit goes wide.
Henrik may be calling for a guard here.
Protect the rock that he has in the house, and then maybe he can work on putting some more in later.
Temptation is to do a hit, but again, we need guards up there. Carlson's going to come back. They need stuff to protect behind. But looks like it may be a hit.
Sweep is on hard. Oh, just chips the red back, but the yellow shooter spills through to the back.
Yeah, kind of surprised there wasn't a guard there. But a nose might have put another stone in the house. There's another attempt at a takeout. Looks like this one's got less weight. And it should be a nice shot to stick.
Yep, hit and stick.
And that's where a good guard game comes in. Might have prevented that. Now I think Henrik would be looking for a bump and roll. He wants to use the guard that's out there. So it's got some weight to it as well.
On sheet B, they're discussing the shot, whether they should draw into the house or nope. No, they look like they're talking about just peeling Team Davis's corner guard. They also have a 3-point lead. Just need to keep Davis out of the house and take away his guards, give him nothing to hide behind.
Kind of getting into a hit game on sheet C, and now we're peeling
Sheet
the
C
guard.
they're peeling the guard on sheet C also. Both teams with the lead want to get rid of those guards, not give the other team a chance at any offense.
It looks like it might be a touch wide. Might be on their back stone.
No, that was going wide. That was
They
heading
did,
for
yeah.
the sideline. Sheet C, they do make the hit, clear the guard.
On sheet D, it's a hammer draw attempt here. They're
Sweeping Angels has one. Now, are they going to get two, or is it going to slide through? From our angle, it looks like it is in play but out of the house. And they say it's out of the house. So that's going to be one more point for Sweeping Angels as they sheet D heads into the 8th end.
Still coming in a little fast. This might be through the house.
Yep, slides through the house. Draws a
Team
little
Carlson
heavy.
needs stones right now.
Yep, he needs 3 points, and he's got one in the house, but he's got 3 rocks left at the far end to throw. Mager's hit coming in. Makes contact, rolls a
Nice
little to
hit.
the side.
And now they've got 2 in the house.
They've got 2 in the house. Possible double, but Henrik's not looking for a clean house. He's looking probably to get some of his stones in there. No, he is calling for the hit. Maybe the hit and stick.
Yeah, I mean, he has to make all 3 of his rocks. He has got
All 3 of his
left.
rocks need to stay in the house if he wants to stay in the game.
You're going to need
This
some
is the
backing.
last end.
It wouldn't be bad to just bump it back to about where the other stone is, so you can't knock your own yellows out. It looks a little heavy for that.
Sweeper's on it for line. He wants the nose hit with no spill, and he gets it.
Sigma Magers just need to hit that stone up for the win now.
Over on B, a lot of guards forming up. Team Davis trying to draw around it. It's a little heavy.
A little heavy. Davis has 1 in the house on sheet B, and it's pretty well protected behind the guards.
And there goes another
And
yellow on sheet C. So
Sigma
that's
Magers
handshakes.
gets it.
I think that's handshakes, isn't it? I thought
No, they're just high-fiving
just-
each other.
Okay, sorry.
They're just going to keep
But-
playing.
Yeah. Might as well
Mathematically eliminated, but
Yep.
or are they talking about shaking now? Nope.
No, looks like Henrik
Still going
wants
to take a practice shot anyway.
Get a few more rocks
Try and
in.
get a few more points on the scoreboard.
I guess both teams, no, is that right? Both teams make it into the finals? They both have wins, right?
On sheet C, yes.
I
Both
think
teams will make it into
think
one
I-
of the event finals. I don't know who's
Yeah,
going to
this
make it
was
into A and
Carlson's
who's
first
going to make it
one.
into B.
Loss of the tournament.
Yeah.
Over on sheet B, I think Davis needed to win this game to make it to the finals of the C event. It's all pool play. We had 7 teams in this bracket. So they're just doing a round robin. Everybody plays 4 games. Look at the records, look at the tiebreakers to decide. Top 2 teams go to the A final. Teams 3 and 4 go to the B final. Teams 5 and 6 go to the C final, and Team 7 is out. Right now, Team Davis has, with no wins, really needs the win. The other 2 teams on sheet D, one of them, whoever wins on sheet D, is going to advance to the C finals. Actually, possibly both of them could. It's going to come down to tiebreakers. Team Davis still has,
Henrik
maybe
with
has a
nice
chance
draw
on the
in.
tiebreakers.
Looks like he's setting shot rock at this point.
Yes. He's got 1. Sigma Magers lining up to just come down and hit it out again. They don't care if their own rock goes out. They don't need points. On sheet B, Team Davis trying to draw behind all those guards, get another rock in the house. They have 1 in the house at the back right. They need to score 3.
He's got a curl in.
Oh, and
Maybe a little bit heavy.
Oh, nice hit on sheet C. Gets the yellow out.
Nope. Team Davis makes the draw. They're counting 2 right now. Philly quickly sets up to throw the hit to try and take that rock out, though.
Yeah, once again, Philly Dream Team's goal here is to get rid of red rocks. Want to mathematically eliminate Davis if they can. A hit here would help.
Sheet C, Team Carlson's last rock. It's going to be a draw. Straight up the middle, they're going to try and draw to the right side.
All right.
On
Once
B,
again,
Philly makes the hit.
Done.
Well, not exactly as intended, but they did the job.
Not the way they meant to, but
ran the guard back into the.
Yes, but
Yep, got rid of a yellow.
happy plan B.
They got rid of a red, I mean.
and Team Carlson coming in with a nice draw.
It's going to out count. Nope. Oh, it's very close. I'm not sure if I don't think it out counts that back red.
It's close.
It's very close. They could measure if they
red
want
is
to.
A touch closer from this angle, but
Sigma
hard to
Moggers are
tell.
going to throw their last rock, try and hit it and leave no doubt.
Team Davis coming in. They're
Yeah,
lucky
it's
to get
coming
it
up
over the
short.
hog line.
Yeah, just the guard.
It is over.
It's over, but they don't need a guard there. They need the draw. Final rock coming down on sheet C. Gets the hit, yellow gets the point, but red Sigma Moggers gets the game.
And handshakes on sheet C. Sigma Moggers winning 5-3.
And our clock just ran out for what it's worth. It doesn't matter at all because that was the game clock. All the
Now
teams
they
are
wait
in
to
the
see
eighth
the
end anyway.
tiebreakers. See who's in the A final, who's in the B final.
So Philly Green Team just choosing to try draw at this point. Or even guard the draw path is good too. But looks like it's coming in.
At this point, Philly Dream Team's just trying to keep Davis from scoring 3.
Yeah, so that is the shot rock currently.
Davis will probably do a bump and roll here if they can.
Yeah, that would be ideal. They need to make both their last rocks count. All right, hit and roll attempt for Davis here.
Line looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's hanging a little wide. I think it just might be nose.
They just need to hit it back at least as a plan B.
All right, well.
Well, they've got 2 in. Philly Dream Team can pretty much seal it up, I think, by hitting that out.
Yep.
Oops, sorry.
But as we've seen, takeouts aren't a sure thing today.
Everybody on the ice watching Philly Dream Team's final rock of the game.
Looks like it might be a little bit wide. Team Davis stays alive. A hammer shot here would tie the game. Just have to outcount the yellow rock on the edge of the 12-foot.
Yeah, anything fully in the 12-foot will
Might
give
have to
Davis 3 points and send this to Skip Rocks.
Check our rule book to see skip rocks for a tiebreaker.
Yeah, I don't remember what the semifinals are. I think it's just skip rocks. I guess well, this isn't even a semifinal.
Ties will be broken by skip rocks.
Yeah, because this is still pool play anyway, right? So yeah.
So we just need to get this stone in. The sweepers are on it.
Uh-oh.
It might be a little bit light.
Oh, comes up light, wrecks their own guard. Not enough force to push it back to the house.
Almost, but nope.
So, it was
So
close.
2 more points for Team Davis, but that's the final score.
Well, exciting end there.
Shake hands.
I guess we'll end this stream, but we'll be watching Sheet D now for what it's worth. I think it's not. Don't think we know who's going to win on Sheet D, but we'll keep that stream going. The last couple rocks.
I think we have a pretty good shot on sheet D, but playing it out just to get the extra practice in.
I guess we can. So we got the same view on both. Oh, yeah, okay. I can see,
Watching the game on Sheet D on both feeds now. They're the last teams on the ice.
Looks like a little heavy to stick. Unless it taps the other one. Oh, good bump back. First skip stone for Team Quesadilla.
Applause for the teams from Sheet B coming off the ice. Last game of pool play up to Skips Rocks. After this, the event finals are coming up at 11:45 this morning. We'll have 4 games going.
Looks like this is gonna just fall short of tapping the guard. So 2 stones left. Sweeping Angels ready to shoot in their final stone. Sweepers are on it. Looks like it might be a little light.
yeah.
Gonna have to work to get it over the hog line. I don't think it's gonna make
Nope,
it.
not going to make it.
All right.
So Quesadilla just has to touch red to score 1 here.
And they got some nice red backing
They've
there.
got backing.
so-
If their draw is
Good
heavy,
backing.
they can crash into
Nice
those
open
back
gap.
reds.
getting ready for the final shot of pool play.
Plenty of weight.
Just has to come back a little bit.
Yeah, hanging a little wide there, but might curl at the end.
Could crash into that red and stick around.
And it
And
does.
it does. I
For a
think yellow
point.
counts for a point.
Yep, that's good finish for Quesadilla. And
So that game wraps up. Thank you to all the volunteers who are making this Bonspiel happen this weekend, especially Mindy Carlson, who organizes all this. We've really got our A-team ice crew out there getting already started to get the ice ready for the event finals at 11:45. Got a great team of volunteers in the kitchen making breakfast and lunch for us today. We had people working at the bar yesterday to serve drinks. And we're your volunteer webcast crew for the morning. Thanks for joining us. And we will see you at 11:45 for the last game.